What's up guys, this is Izanai and I'm a level 69 Night Elf Feral Druid on Spirestone, and I just thought today I would bring you a little bit of footage of me in one of the last battlegrounds I get to do as a lower level player before resilience kicks in and people get to just kind of absorb some of my damage and I don't get to blow them up left and right with Ravage and even Mangle if they're really not paying attention. So I really enjoyed leveling as a druid, especially doing a lot of PvP like I do. There is just nothing more fun than running around terrorizing people as a druid. It's like even rogues don't compare. It's just wonderful being a druid. So I really like leveling, especially in battlegrounds at lower levels. Honestly, things don't get really interesting until about 30, 32 when you can charge and pounce, but it's still awesome anyway, so I'm just going to show you a little bit of footage of that, and in the future, hopefully, some footage of me maybe in arena. We'll see what happens. So, here we go. So here we are in Arathi Basin, easily one of my favorite battlegrounds, and we've just got a few seconds left before the gates open, as you can see from that handy-dandy timer that Blizzard put in this patch, which I personally find really helpful. It lets me know just how much time I have before I need to mount up and smash my face against the gate, so I'm one of the first people out. So a lot of people just zerg the stable, zerg the lumber mill. I like to go for the gold mine personally. It's usually one of the more ignored bases, I would say, at least right off the bat. Generally, people will zerg, especially from the horde side, will zerg the lumber mill, and it's just a huge clusterfuck up there, and personally, I want to capture a flag. And I like to be a little flag ninja, but I also like to get one right off the bat. So as you can see, we're coming down here, and just a couple hordes coming in, and they are not even going to try it. That poor sucker just gets put right to sleep over there, and he's down in a minute. And I didn't get this flag, but I did see a rogue disappear over here. And if I know rogues, they like to hang around and open on somebody after the rest of the team leaves who's just trying to guard the flag. And if you play enough battlegrounds, particularly as a stealthy, you start to figure out where people like to hang out. And I've caught rogues and even other druids a number of times just hanging around out here in the rocks waiting to grab somebody. I once nailed 2 Tauren druids in a row. It was just absolute hilarity. But anyways. So when we've got enough people hanging around one base, I usually will take off, but somebody's asking me to play stealthy on stealthy, and we've got 3 kitties here, and that's just a ball of fun. So I'm going to at least hang around until this flag caps, and then we'll see what happens after that. So you'll probably notice that even when I'm stealthing and just kind of chilling and waiting for people to come to me, I don't like to stand still. Even when I'm at the top of the bracket and I'm the one most likely to catch other people trying to gank me, I can't tell you how many times I've been ganked just sitting there picking my nose, you know, figuratively speaking, waiting for some action to happen while I was guarding a base. And I like to sniff out other stealthies especially, so I make rounds. You know, I come up here where I know they like to hang out, I circle the flag, and I just generally keep moving because it's much more likely that either they'll miss me or I'll catch them in passing. And of course the latter is what we prefer, but always keep moving, guys, always keep moving, especially at lower levels when people can one-shot you still. Not a fun time. So this druid has just asked me to go take stables with her, and as soon as we go to leave, in comes our first victim of the day. Now, a lot of people are afraid of mages, and I will grant that they do a shit ton of damage, but to be honest, the only players types that actually give me trouble are players that can heal. Paladins are the worst. I just have the worst time with paladins. But, you know, anybody else is fair game as far as I'm concerned. Now, as a druid, I can heal myself, but it's not nearly to the extent of a paladin, and I just hate seeing all that damage I did, all that berserking, just go to waste because some pally bubbled himself and just went back to full health. Just kills me. And right here, another thing I love about being a druid, track humanoids. I mean, I could have gone after this Tauren down here, but I saw that guy coming down to stir some shit up, just gonna jump right off the cliff. And no sir, no sir. I don't have a target. And how I managed to maim that poor sucker from the side of the cliff, I have no idea, but that was pretty sweet. So back to trying to get the stables, or at least that's the plan. I can see right there that there's just a stream of horde heading that way, and I don't want to be in the middle of that. We can take that flag back, but you know, dead DPS is no DPS. So I'm gonna head to the blacksmith since it looks like my feral friend was headed that way. We'll see what kind of trouble we can stir up here. Now, I don't make use of my mount very often. You'll usually see me stealthing around, and that's simply because I don't like being ganked. And I mean, if there's a tracking class up here, or even someone who's just a little bit observant, if they see me before I can get up there, I mean, all they're going to do is call reinforcements, so it may take more time, but, you know, I'm going to stealth clear across the damn field if that's what it takes. Another thing I see people, and you know, you hear people shouting this in chat all the time, but you gotta grab that flag. I mean, even if your friend is getting their ass kicked, it'll all be for naught if that flag doesn't go and they just respawn on top of you. So get the flag, guys. I mean, somebody's gotta be sacrificed sometimes, but get the flag. You really just gotta. So that was pretty much a done deal. 5 against 2. You know, in lobby levels, sometimes you never know, but that was just the end for us right there. We held the blacksmith for a little while. That's something. Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. Only died once so far. So as soon as I res, I can see on my mini-map that there's a whole bunch of red nastiness coming into our base here. So I see this warrior trying to hide, gonna charge whoever tries to charge his buddy over there, capturing the flag. So I pounce him and take him out, and I still manage to get back the help of my rogue friend here to do that. And then this other rogue shows up and just causes me a world of trouble. That was an attempted pounce there, but kind of failed a little bit. I got her in nature's grasp, and I maimed her so I can get off a quick kill without her busting my balls about it. And we're gonna charge and ravage for the win there. And then just as I think I'm in the clear, motherfucking rogue again. Look at that little shit run away. God, I was so pissed. We saved the base at least. Briefly, anyway. So I'm just gonna dive in here. There's really no way. I just missed that. I could have saved our flag, but just too late. And way too many guys here. And that damn rogue again. So, back to the graveyard. Again, guys, cat form all the time. If you're feral, or if you're a druid at all, I mean, you gotta use your cat form. Don't walk around out in the open, especially when you have no resilience, like at this level. You're just asking to get raped. And I'm pretty pissed at these rogues, so I'm gonna come in here and try to fuck her shit up a little bit. And we save the flag. But for how long? So I'm pretty pissed about that rogue coming in here and messing stuff up, so I'm gonna try to hang around just a little bit, see if he comes back. And then who do we have here? Mr. DK. And then again with this rogue, did you see that? One-shotted. Now I respect that. I mean, it pisses me off, but I love that shit. And I don't even think I'm going to try this time because I see that that rogue's over there. And I just don't want to fuck with that right now. At least not till we get some reinforcements. I'm kind of hoping that the rogue will open to try to destroy whoever comes after his buddy here. So I pop survival instincts right off the bat because I know that rogue is just going to come fuck me up pretty good. And she's doing a lot of damage, just a lot of damage. And I'm popping potions and everything I got, and then in comes the warlock to save the day. So close.